Hi, I'm Donna Greenawalt. Welcome to our home here on Bainbridge Island, Washington. Bainbridge Island is a 35-minute ferry ride from Seattle west. Come and visit. We're here. I give you greetings from my chapter here on the island, Chapter II. Greetings to you, Chapter FF. I'm sorry that I'm not able to be with you, but through this medium, I'm able to join you. You may be interested in the very beginning of Chapter FF. Jack and I moved from Hopkins to Waconia. We bought a 40-acre farm on County Road 155 that had a wonderful square Chaska brick home and many outbuildings. We were there 18 years. And afterward, we decided to move into Waconia. There we bought a home on Waterbury. And that's where I met Bonnie Johnson. Bonnie was a neighbor, and I found that she was a PEO. In 1990, I retired from General Mills in Golden Valley. Thus, I found I had a lot more free time, so I started to volunteer and join other activities in Waconia. And I volunteered at the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. And having met a number of women, I thought, now is the time for Waconia to have a Chapter FF. I contacted the Vice President of the state, Linda, and I cannot recall her last name, sorry about that, but she and I got along well and we worked hard and diligently together. She guided me along the way, and Linda and I were working out the details of this new chapter, which was much more than I had anticipated when I started out with the general idea. It took 2 years. I had a few setbacks along the way, visiting with women, giving them information about PEO, a lot of information about our scholarship program, our educational outreach, our giving of ourselves to each other, and to follow the PEO objects and aims. Sometimes the women would say, gee, I'd like to join right now. Or other times they would say, I have to think about that. I'll call you. And I would then receive a phone call and might say, sorry, but PEO just doesn't fit into my life at this time. And of course I was disappointed because the State International Bylaws Committee has deemed that we must have a certain number of women before the chapter can be organized. I also wanted a few demits because I thought the demits would help me get things rolling and would help once we were organized. I found through Linda's help, Bonnie Johnson of course, Susan Baker who lived in Mound, and Mary Frances Wymore. And Mary Frances was a wee bit reluctant on leaving her chapter in Edina, but Linda and I convinced her. Finally, a new chapter, FF of Waconia, Minnesota, was ready to have the ceremony of organization. We organized April the 25th, 1968. Yay! I was so happy, and so was Linda. And I show you this picture that was in the Waconia Patriot, and I hope your historian has a copy of this. It was taken April 25th, but did not appear in the Patriot until September of that year. But anyway, it got in the paper. In 2000, Jack and I moved to our present home on Bainbridge Island, just to join the family. FF was only 2 years old, and I was really reticent to leave this young chapter on its own. But I thought the demits would pitch in and do their thing. And I also felt that the membership was strong enough and willing to continue to grow this chapter, enjoy good friendship of one another, and meet the challenges that did lay ahead for you. And you have met the challenges. Your membership has grown, and I find that counting up, I think you outreach to membership in 9 different communities around Waconia. And so you need to take time on a daily basis with women you meet to tell them about PEO. Stress our educational outreach and support your education committee. And I say that again, support your education committee, because they need names to contact to tell them about how we can help them get an education. My final comment to you, oh wait, I have one more thing. At my going away party, Jan Fensky painted this little porcelain egg and gave it to me as a going away gift. Jan was wonderful. She painted a little chocolate colored bunny sitting in a beautiful little flower garden with a wonderful butterfly hovering over it. And I treasure this, and I put it out every Easter, and I think of Jan and Chapter FF. My final comment to you is, trust one another, love one another, and continue to grow. So now, happy birthday, Chapter FF. Don your party hats, eat your birthday cake, and enjoy and love one another. Lead your lives as we members recite in our objects and aims. In PEO with love, Donna.